Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click subscribe if you want more TikTok compilations. I hope you...
That message in the sky said, what? Baby girl in Denver, Colorado airport said, y'all peep this shit. Now, I don't know if y'all heard, but there was a weird ass message that had popped up out of nowhere. And it popped up into the sky at Santa Monica, right? And it said, and I quote, "They're lying to you." Let me say this one more time for the people in the back. The message said, and I quote, "They're lying to you," right? Okay, so as if that message was not scary the fuck enough. This is what really got me. Y'all paying attention to the message in the sky. But what y'all not paying attention to is how the fuck that message got there. Now, I have seen some shit like that. I'm not saying that they laughed. Just some shit that was in the sky. That was either A, caused by a plane. It was caused by a blip and you see it on the blip. Or it was by a plane and it had a banner attached to it, right? And it just flying. And it just flying like right behind it, right? This message had no plane attached to it. It had no blip. It had no plane with a banner on it. This motherfucker just popped out of nowhere and it looked like this motherfucker was being typed. Like it was being typed as if the sky was a fucking computer. How did that message get there? Damn the fucking message that we've been lied to. We been knew all this shit. How the fuck did the message get there? That's what the fuck I want to know. Then you got baby girl in Denver, Colorado. So y'all remember the shit that I said that Newark was going through some shit, right? About how they done lost communication and all that shit. Denver airport was going through that shit too. And while in the middle of them going through that shit, baby girl done restrained herself to the floor to her knees. And she brought out this message and she said, and I quote, "I am being trafficked with my kids," and that's another damn thing. She's saying this message written on the paper by herself, saying that her and her kids got trafficked, not where the goddamn baby's at. So then she says, and the message get a little bit more eerie. Now she says that she is an American citizen, but baby girl had a really strong accent, so I really couldn't make out what she was really saying for real. But what I did make out what she said, and I quote, other than the trafficking and shit like that, she said that this is a message to America. This is about to be an act of war. And then she talked about something is coming to America to where it's like 9/11 is gonna be worse than 9/11. That's what she's saying. She's saying it's gonna be 9/11 times fucking 10. And then I was really trying to make out what she was saying, but you know, she was in the airport, so her shit was echoing, so you really couldn't make out. But baby girl had a really weird, threatening fucking message. And then what the crazy part about it is this shit didn't happen, and they play within the same time frame of each other. So I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, because the baby girl was talking about something. Oh, this is a warning to America. Well, I'm sorry, my black ass is getting the fuck on. The fuck, like, all I need to hear is one motherfucking message, and I'm getting the fuck on. Y'all can sit there and not follow pursuit if you want to, but baby girl, I'm getting the fuck out.
Baby, what does that say? What is that?
They're lying to you.
No.
Did y'all see what they wrote in the sky in Santa Monica? Because I was just talking about Hulu. I was talking about Handmaid's Tale and Paradise. And then yesterday in Santa Monica at the pier, this is what they put above the ocean. So people were walking and it was packed. And all you could see is they started writing out in the sky, "They're lying to you." And they caught it in different angles too. There were people driving in their cars on the highway. And all throughout the city, people saw the sign where it says, "They're lying to you." Now, a lot of people just kept walking because they didn't know exactly what it meant or in what context. And I don't know if this was some type of prank, but does this not give you exactly what happened in Hulu? Like, honestly, I feel as if they were trolling. However, how eerie is that? Because we were just talking about Handmaid's Tale. We were just talking about that Paradise show. And we were just talking about the fact that Hulu just might be onto something and might know something. And all of a sudden, like, if I was at that pier and I saw that, I wouldn't even know what to do. Because I don't blame, like, people in the comments on all these different posts were like, "Oh, well, why didn't they do anything? Look at how desensitized we are because people just kept walking on and carrying on and minding their business." But what are you supposed to do with that information? And I think that's the truth of the matter. Like, when you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, even if we are being lied to, which honestly it feels like most people know that by now, what are we supposed to do about it? Like, what can we actually do? It's such a big world and there's so much happening all at once. Like, between the distractions and the chaos, we all feel very much limited, especially when they show you how small you are in the universe. It's like, it feels like everything is beyond your control. But how eerie is that? People are on the beach with their families, with their friends. It's a Saturday, everybody's chilling. You look up and you just see it being written out. And I don't even know if it was done with like a drone or an airplane or how, but you just started seeing it pop out saying, "They're lying to you." I might have just passed out a little bit. Shout out to the people who recorded, because sometimes people don't even look up to see what's going on. But let me know your thoughts on this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen it, look.
Situation we now face, and I want to tell you the truth. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you do.
So, who remembers when Allie Carter was telling us about the underground cities and it being a like totally different oxygen down there, like streets, buildings, houses, etc. And then this comes out, the show Paradise on Hulu. And then this about Catherine Fitz with the Bush administration on Hulu. If you remember my last video and we were talking about all this and Catherine Fitz whistleblowing on the Bush administration that's in the show Paradise, let me show you what I just watched on Alex Jones' show about the guy who was saying that he knew where this town Paradise is. Moon Township in Pennsylvania. Literally, this is the town, and let me show you. Construction right up there in the top picture where it's being built underground. Over here to the bottom left, you can see where they're making little towns and communities, and then over here to the right, you can see where they're making communities and like little streets and everything. And let me show you this. Look, they're making their roads already. They've got stop signs. I mean, hell, they've got workers' trucks over here. Here you see more building supplies and all kinds of workers' trucks. And if you want to know how they keep the workers quiet, just go watch the show Paradise, because I wondered too. And then after about 500 comments in my last video when I was telling you guys about the headline of this video, I watched it and oh my God, pay attention to every damn detail, because what do we always say? They always put it right there in front of our faces. And if you have not seen the show Paradise, go watch it and pay attention to every single detail. Also, I don't know if anybody's aware of this either, but on that last video I posted, fallofcabal.com, watch the 10 series docuseries that they have on there, then go down and watch the movie, and then go over and watch the greatest movie on earth 2024. Thank me later.
Guys, it's this new show on Netflix. It's called Paradise. Okay, now I'm about to show y'all one of the scenes. Y'all need to look and listen closely. Okay, look closely. Okay, so he running. That's he's unlocking her car, guys. That was one of the main characters. Look closely, guys.
to divulge specifics, but what we can tell you is that we are preparing for a massive catastrophe that could cause an extinction level event for humanity in the very near, very operation. We have begun construction underneath the mountain in Colorado. We completed it. It may be our only chance.
Underneath a mountain in Colorado, y'all. What that look like? They got fake sun. Keep looking, y'all. Guys, it's this new show on Netflix.
I need you to listen to me, okay? There is a show on Hulu. It's called Paradise. Wife turned me on to it a couple weeks ago. And I can unequivocally say, we just got to the most recent episode, which is episode 7. It is the single greatest hour of TV I've ever seen in my life. Yes, I've seen Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Game of Thrones. Episode 7 of Paradise. In the show in totality, but that episode, greatest TV ever filmed. Ever. I need you to listen to me, okay?
Paradise is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. And it's the only show lately that when I'm done watching the episode, I rewatch that bitch. Take it back. Sometimes in one sitting, I'll rewatch the whole season. The season isn't even done yet. This ain't even binge watching. This is something different. This like a level beyond binge watching. That's how fucking good the show is. So when you niggas ask me what to watch, and I say Paradise, and the next time I catch...
Oh my God, bitch, I know you lying. I need to know how to get on the Versailles list. I just seen this past weekend. This was on CNN. A mile-wide underwater volcano is ready to blow its top off the west coast. Scientists predict one of the Pacific Ocean's lesser-known volcanoes will blow its vent in the coming months, causing 10,000 earthquakes in one day. Is that not what happened here? Look, I know I'm super behind, but I just watched this past weekend. I binged all 8 episodes. That is just what happened in here. What the? And then I went to go look to see if there was anything to it, and there's so many videos. It's the Axel Seamount. This is from the New York Post. Not by water, but by fire, my ass. Oh my God, bitch, I know you lying. I need to know how to get on the Versailles list.
They be putting it in the movies, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything. I don't believe the world is flat. But I've heard stories. Now look at this. Hold on, just wait for it.
Let me tell y'all something, and I don't care how y'all feel about it because I love it, and I swear I've never had a show just sit with me mentally in the way this one does. Like, episode 7 came out 4 days ago, and every day I'm thinking of new stuff. Spoilers coming if you haven't watched yet. Do you know how mad you have to be to stand in the midst of chaos, people fighting, guns ablaze, and helicopter wind blowing in your hair, and all you are is laser focused with the look into your soul eye contact Marsha made with Xavier as him and Cal flew away to safety? Do you understand the level of fucks not given in that moment for her to do that? She killed Cal. She did. Y'all got in my comments and started mentioning this, and I was like, hold up, they might be onto something. So I went back and rewatched the episode, and I said, well, I'll be damned, she got motive. All she wanted was her son to be safe. Just get her baby to the other side, and Cal said no. So in that moment, she thought about all the overtime, denied PTO, nights that turned and days that turned back into nights, and that midnight oil that was burned, helping that man reach the presidential level, only for him to leave her standing on that lawn. She's my number one suspect now. They said it was someone outside the dome, and outside of the dome, she was. I swear next Tuesday cannot come fast enough. Let me tell y'all something, and I don't care how y'all feel about it because I love it, and I swear I've never had...
Welcome, everyone.
Listen, as a black person watching this show, I feel like this is an important question, especially when it comes to dystopian or apocalyptic shows like this. Who is doing their hair down there? How do we have Presley going into paradise with her 4B curls, and we're meeting her in the first episode with box braids? Is there like someone out of the thousands of people chosen to survive, a braider, or at least a salon president? I know we see very few black people in this show, but it has to be at least somebody. And I'm not throwing shade at her dad, but unless Tori taught him how to braid hair before she passed, I don't think he's braiding her. Also, where is Xavier getting his hair cut? This man got waves in his face. Also, did they not have time to pack their bonnet or a do-rag? I don't see any silk pillowcase. These are serious questions. I had the same questions when watching The Last of Us. I have the same questions watching this show. Before this season's over, I need to see a scene of either one of them going to bed. Well, Xavier, you had a night out. We don't be seeing you with a do-rag at all. I need to see one scene of Presley with either a scarf or a bonnet. That's all I'm asking. Listen, as a black person watching this show,
y'all, in Paradise, my dude Cal had one of the saddest stories. Like, can we take a second to talk about how the last day of this dude's life went? He lost the relationship that he had with Robinson, which admittedly was his fault. All he had to do was be honest, leave his wife, and get with her. Either way, she left him and she said she was done. Then this dude talks to his father, who says, I was never proud of you. Which, mind you, is after Cal gave up his dreams to do what his father wanted him to do. Then in his last minutes, Cal doesn't even get the chance to talk to his son, who wants nothing to do with him. And okay, it was a boss-work relationship, but I basically consider Xavier Cal's only friend. And his only friend also told him, just like his son, I want you gone. The person that took you out blames you for the creation of Paradise and not telling everyone the truth when you were the only person at the top that was actually honest with the people. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not out here acting like Cal was the perfect character. At the end of the day, he still went along with stuff that he didn't have to go along with. But at the end of his life, he was basically distanced from everyone that he loved. Some of them who judged him for decisions that he made. While he secretly made the decision that gave everyone outside of Paradise a chance to live. Y'all, in Paradise, my dude Cal had one...
Why you ain't tell her not to go to Atlanta?
Huh?
Why you ain't tell her not to go to Atlanta?
I told her don't go.
Yeah, but why you ain't be like, girl? I just want to know, shit. If somebody tells you not to tell me to go to tell me not to go to Atlanta, I hope you give me more than just don't go and a kiss.
It was a good kiss.
She about to lose her life.
Your wife is alive out there, Xavier.
You lying heifer.
You stop all this nonsense.
You know, I was supposed to be here today anyway.
The TV show Paradise comes out, and then they admit to having a $21 trillion bunker / city built. Like, was that all part of the plan? Like, did the show Paradise come out on Hulu so we would just have the idea, like, that there could be an underground city / bunker that was just basically used for the elites in the case of, like, a end of the world event, an apocalyptic event? And they put that in the show, and then after everyone, saw the show and saw that that was something that could be, conceptualized, now all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, there's a $21 trillion bunker already built, and it's like an underground city. Huh? So is that like predictive programming? Like, you guys did that in the show and then waited for people to like be like, oh, that's a little weird, and then came out with it in real life and like just told us what it really was? Because like, that's pretty much the same exact thing. And also in the show Paradise, literally the way that the dome is set up is the same way that the dome is set up in the Truman Show. And I was like, what? Like, when they go above the artificial sun into like where people are working and, doing maintenance and all that, I was just thinking, wow, this is literally so similar to the Truman Show. Like, this is exactly the same concept right here. Anyway, yeah, I just think that's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of similarities. Yeah. The TV show Paradise comes out.
So I'm officially all caught up on Paradise. And Cal was right. Cal was right. Spoiler alert. Cal was right. He might be an easily depressed, alcoholic, racist-ish white man from the South. But Cal was right. Now, there were some things he just couldn't flat out say to Xavier about the end of the world, Versailles, and all of that. But the President of the United States said, hey, tell your wife not to get on the plane. She hasn't listened to me in 20 years, sir. Nigga, if you don't tell that girl get off the plane, come up with some lie. Do what you need to do. And then to come find out that he didn't even use the nuclear football when he had the chance. Look, I don't know who killed him. I don't know what happened. Cal was right. You got one job. Come on. Get in the way of my pussy. Agent Collins. Yes, sir. Getting ready to head out soon? Yes, sir. Trying to get back to my wife before she leaves for Atlanta. Atlanta? Yes, sir. Tonight? Tonight, sir. Xavier, can you walk me through Versailles before you head out? Remember the end of the world plan? Right now, sir. Yeah, just freshen me up on it. Okay. So that's everything, huh? Yes, sir. That's Operation Versailles. Gonna be president at the end of the world, Xavier. Sir, can you please fill me in on this end of the world event? When it's supposed to occur? I can't. Collins, I think it's time you put your foot down with your wife. Trips to Atlanta aren't as risk-free as they used to be. My wife hasn't listened to me for 20 years, sir. I have no details. It all sounds so far-fetched. I am the president of the United States. What more details is this nigga? Okay. Well, if it comes down to that, I guess we'll just have to go get her. Hey, baby. You made it just before I headed out. Don't go. Nigga, no. Well, I tried everything I could. Have a safe flight. A few days later. Sir, when did you know she wouldn't make it? When you said she was still in Atlanta, even when I told you not to let her go to Atlanta. You could have told me. Look, Xavier, I am sorry. But your kids are on this plane. What are you gonna do? I don't know what to do, sir. Yes, you do. You're gonna go on the plane and be a father. They already lost their mama. Wake up. Come on. Get in.
All right, it's Monday. Last night was season 2, episode 7 of The Last of Us. The episode's title is Convergence. Let's get into it. But before we discuss The Last of Us, make sure you're following me at LisiPC. Hi, I'm Jaleesa. I do recaps of popular TV shows. Right now I'm doing The Last of Us. I'm also doing Hacks, which has its season finale this Thursday. So make sure you're following me for more details. So first things first, I hate Ellie. My God, this episode was so frustrating. She's so young and naive and so rebellious and full of emotion, rightfully so. She's vengeful that Joel, her pseudo-father, has been killed by Abby, but she just put so many people's health and safety in danger for her own selfish ambitions that it was wild to...
I know we're supposed to be scared of Sinatra on Paradise, but the real villain of this show is literally Jane. Jane terrifies me, okay? Like, I think after the finale, I feel like I've kind of figured her out. I think she's mentally stunted, and I could tell on the episode with Billy, like she was very excited about the carnival. She gets very excited about very childish things. It's kind of like she's stuck at like the mind of like
She's stuck at like 14. And then she is really excited about like the Wii and just small things. But she completely flips when it comes to violence. Like when Billy, her eyes turn black and she's totally different. So I don't know. Jane is scary to me. And spoilers on this episode, you know that she powed Sinatra. Sinatra is alive, okay? But when she whispered to Sinatra, you should have just gave me the Wii. I'm like, a Wii? Like this girl right here is crazy, okay? Something not right. Something not right, and Xavier should not trust her at all. But
divulge specifics, but what we can tell you is that we are preparing for a massive catastrophe that could cause an extinction level event for humanity in the very near, very real future.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thank you for